everyone, it's me, Louis here, and I am not doing like 100%. I'm not feeling the greatest right now. I'm at the point where when you're at the point where it feels like your body is just filled to the brim with like liquid sludge. That's the point that I'm at. It's not doing great, and it really must suck. But you know who else isn't doing great? Gaming. I don't know what happened, but ever since the beginning of this year, gaming has been doing nothing but taking the biggest, I'm about to say cringe word, L's of all time. First, you have a bunch of live service games recently shutting down left, right, and center. If you guys haven't been keeping up for the past week, every developer ended up making like some live service graveyard, just executing every single live service game that came out because they're not profitable anymore. But we're not even here to talk about that because that's a whole topic under itself. We're here to talk about a game that some people think isn't even real. And this is a game called A Day Before. Now, this is a game that I'm positive you definitely heard of because when the reveal trailer of this game ended up launching a couple years ago, everyone was talking about it. This game seems like if The Division was actually good. It was this zombie survival game with absolutely amazing graphics. If you're going back and looking at the old gameplay footage of the game, it's just crazy to see, especially the scene where the person is driving and like he's hitting every single bump in every single car. It looks absolutely unreal. It's like a real next-gen looking game. But the second the game ended up getting revealed, it was always under a spotlight of people thinking that it's weird, especially with the developer. The developer of this game didn't used to make big AAA games. They used to make more like smaller scale games. So out of nowhere for them to say that they're going to make a game this big instantly got some people suspicious and already made some people think that this game is kind of sus, isn't what it seems to be. And that's basically it. This game has gone radio silence for such a long time. The developers have released a lot of things saying that they're going to do events and saying that they're going to do this, but none of it has gone true. Literally just a bunch of false promises, which made people even more suspicious. But I think what ended up popping the bubble, what made people think that this game isn't real or we're just being lied to, was a couple days ago. So first, this game was going to launch in March, and we've seen absolutely zero gameplay of the game. We didn't know anything about the game, and we didn't even know if it was real. So a lot of people were saying, is this game even happening? But the luck came our side, because the developer ended up releasing that they're going to release 10 minutes of gameplay. But conveniently, before they released 10 minutes of gameplay, they got hit with some calamity, because out of nowhere, the game got delisted off Steam, which got a lot of people really weird. How does the second most wishlist game randomly get delisted? So everyone is like, wait, what's happening? What's going on? But the developers came in and went like, don't worry, this is a common glitch that happens on Steam games. Now, I know nothing about uploading games on stream, so that could be true, or it could just be fabricated. I don't know. But a couple days after that, the developers ended up changing their story, straight up doing that didn't happen. They ended up saying the real reason why the game got delisted, because an independent source told Steam to delist the game because of a trademark. Developers ended up saying that they didn't own the trademark the day before, which makes absolutely no sense to me or to anyone. How do you announce a game, release trailers for the game, have footage for the game, and you don't own the trademark? That makes absolutely no sense, because if you truly didn't own it, would the person who owns that trademark will see that, oh, someone is making something called The Days Before, that's not right because I'm making that, so let me go and stop you. So aside of that super weird story, they say because of that the game ended up being delayed until November. So now we're at the point where we're back to base zero, where we're waiting for the gameplay reveal to come out, and it has happened. They ended up releasing gameplay of this game, and it looks absolutely terrible. They straight up Ubisoft it, because this game looks nothing like how the trailers say the game was gonna look. It looks like a very bad generic game, and what it looks like they did, it looks like they sloppily put something together, just throw a bunch of assets and just say, hey, this is the game. Now, I never really thought this game was fake. That was something I never went in, and I do understand why people thought that. I just thought the game was being extremely fake. I thought they were like gonna like E3 it, how back in the day when E3 actually used to be something that people used to care about, a lot of game developers would just fake their trailers. A recent example was the Cyberpunk one, how CD Projekt Red does absolutely fake the game trailer, and the game looks absolutely nothing like it. I'm assuming they're doing that, but like a Mega Evolved version of it, a Requiem version of it, where they're just hyperly faking the game, and the game will look absolutely nothing like this when the game released. And that seems to be true, because when the gameplay of the game released, it looks extremely bad. It's super duper sloppy, super duper put together. You can really tell the game is like, has a lot of assets split. It looks really bland and boring. It's just not a good gameplay trailer, and it makes a lot of people just double down to opinion, thinking that, yeah, I don't know if this game exists, man. This looks super weird. I definitely recommend that you should go and see the gameplay trailer just so you can see how bad it is. Or if you don't want to, just see like this typical comparison video, because it's already out. That's someone comparing how the game looks like when they ended up revealing it, and now how the game looks like now, and it's a complete night and day difference. Some Ubisoft E3 thing. I'm very interested to see how this game is going to be when it launches. launch. But anyway, this is just something I want to talk about. My name is Lula. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, do you think. Also on Twitter, Loser Stars, and go to follow it. You have a good day or night. See ya.